Welcome to Retro Restos. Today is new project day and we have the Honda CB1100RB. So this is the glorious machine that is the Honda CB1100RB. About 1500 of these were made. This one is one of the early models from 1983 or so. It's actually in very nice condition cosmetically. Hasn't been used in quite some while. In fact, if we look at the tax disc there, it was last used on the road in 1987, so that's what, 32 years ago. So it's been dry stored, obviously. It does push and pull around okay. The brakes are binding a bit, so they'll need a good overhaul, of course. What else can we tell you at the moment? So hasn't started in a long time, so it will need reconditioning. It's all complete though, so it should be more or less okay, I think. We shall see. It's got some rust on the silencers, but they are the original exhausts. In fact, I think it's only on one side. This side's okay. I've already taken the rear brake caliper off just so that I can move it around quite freely. So there she is. Has only actually done, I think, 14,000 miles. Yep, so hardly any use at all actually, and it should be a cracking bike once it's done. The hardest part with these bikes really is to find the parts to keep them going. There aren't that many about now, of course, but the engine is not seized, or at least it wasn't when we tested it a while ago. So that should be okay. The cosmetics shouldn't be too bad because the original fairings and tank are undamaged, so that should be okay. And if we take a real, excuse fingers, but if we take a quick look underneath, I'll just remove the seat. We can see the original seat unit there. We can also, sorry, I haven't got the camera on a stand at the moment, so my fingers are everywhere. What I'll do is I'll take the tank off in the seat unit and let you have a closer look under the skin. And just look at the condition of that fiberglass moulding. It's fantastic, isn't it? So this is all original paintwork on here. Those enthusiasts of the 1100 will know that the original one was only a solo seat. They kind of Honda really pushed their luck and did so well with this single seat version that the regs changed for the RC, and it was made to go to a dual seat with a hood, so like a cowl that went over the rear, the pillion seat. So this was only ever a single seater on the RB. Original fuel tank also, which is in beautiful condition. As you can see, not many of those about now, so I'm glad it's in such good condition so the paintwork will match up properly. Anyway, here's the bike, very clean. You can see I've actually given her a clean already on the inside, but it's got original wiring. You can see the colour coded connectors there, original cable ties, the red frame of course, which was unique to this model, and an inspiration also for the CB1300s that were more modern bikes. And yeah, she's pretty clean actually already, so that's fantastic. Had a wipe over. The engine hasn't seized. Obviously the tank's come off now. We want to put some fresh fuel through there. We'll probably clean the carburetors out, change the air filter, give her an oil and filter change. She is missing the starter relay. I think that's around somewhere, so hopefully we'll be able to locate that or replace that. It's got the original FVQ shocks on there. In fact, let me just, yeah, so there, yeah, there they are actually. So they weren't possibly the best shocks in the world, but they are the original to the bike, and so it's nice to have them. So yeah, there she is. Lost focus a bit on the camera, apologies. I'm just waiting for a new camera to arrive at the moment. Hopefully that's a bit better. So yeah, overall she's complete, she's intact, all original parts, original mirrors, which is fantastic. So this really should be more of a recommissioning job than anything else. So the throttle snaps back nicely. You can see everything lubricated and working nicely in there. There isn't any damage that I can see to the oil cooler. That all looks in good condition, and the HT leads are good. Might need to just check them over, replace the plugs, replace the oil and filter. What else? Obviously the brakes will need to going through, so we've got good meat on the pads, so we'll just see what sort of condition they're in. Yeah, so yeah, all good stuff. So we'll give them a service and see how we get on. So first things first, we'll just get her back into the shop and start giving her a proper clean up and seeing what we're up against. So that's the first sort of episode on the CB1100R. So thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and like the video if you do indeed like the video, and there'll be more updates to come as we get this old girl back up and running. Stay tuned.